Well, hello everyone. Hello, DJ Ozzy here. How are you? Thanks for joining us for my rock music quiz tonight. I'm assisted as always by DJ Lady Penelope to my left. She's over there.
Hello,
so hello
everybody.
And hopefully you can hear DJ Lady Penelope tonight because we've got a new microphone. Here it is. Look at this. Whoa, no expense spared for you lot, tell you. Right, so hopefully you can hear us. What I'll do is I'll let a few people join and we'll just go through the rules and the format of the quiz for all the new people. I know we do get quite a few regulars on this now, which is lovely to see. So the regulars are always interested in what DJ Ozzy is drinking, and this week he's quite posh. He's gone for Marks and Spencer's gin and tonic. There you are, everybody.
It's quite surprising, isn't it? You wouldn't expect DJ Ozzy to be drinking Marks and Sparks G&T.
You wouldn't. Now, another little notice for you there, just to let you know, I am still not coming from a curry house. This is actually my dining room at home. So this wallpaper is not the tandoori restaurant, it is actually my dining room at home. Another little announcement is that tonight's quiz is going to be in Klingon, partly. Only partly, because obviously you won't understand it. So that's why it's only partly. So let's move the Klingon thing out of the way and go down to the... what am I going down to, Pen? Oh, I'm going down to the format of the quiz. Here we go. So the format of tonight's quiz is it's a write it down on a piece of paper retro style. So there's a picture of a pen and paper to show you what you're going to need. And don't put the answers in the comments because it does really spoil the quiz for everybody else. But what I will be asking you to do is to stick in the comments the scores that you've managed to attain in the round. So for the newcomers, we have got 4 rounds in this quiz and potentially a tie-break round if we have 2 or more people tied with the top score. So you've got round 1 is your pictures round. So I will show you 10 pictures and all you've got to do is just say who you think they are. Write that down on a piece of paper. Then there will be your rock general knowledge, which can be anything and anything. Can be lyrics from a song or drummer in a band or who had this hit, or it could be anything really, whatever I've come up with at the time. And then round number 3 is alpha links. Alpha links with a difference because I'm starting to run out of alpha links, if I'm honest. So this is alpha links, which is anagrams of band names. So I'll tell you how alpha links works when we get to round 3. There's no point telling you now because you'll all forget. So round number 4 is I can't even speak. This gin and tonic is good stuff. Round number 4 is your connections round. So I'll ask you 5 questions, and then the answer to the 6th part of that round is the what is the connection to get you that extra 6 points. So the whole quiz is out of 36. So we've got 22 people. Oh, that's good. Let's just cross over to DJ Penny for a second over there.
Can I just interject?
Oh, she's going to interject.
To remind everybody, our regulars will already know this, but for newcomers, please don't put the answers in the comments on Facebook. Put your answers down on a piece of paper, and what we'll do is after each round, DJ Ozzy will reveal the answers, and then you can give us your marks out of 10. And as we go through the rounds, your cumulative scores. Yeah. But yes, keep your answers off the actual Facebook comments.
Right, well done. Yes, thank you, Penelope. Now, some people know that I and DJ Lady Penelope are not big fans of Meatloaf, and on our Rock Down Lockdown thing that we do, well, we're going to do tomorrow night at 9 o'clock here on Facebook, we have an all requests vinyl rock music show that starts at 9 o'clock. So if you're new to this, come and join us tomorrow if you like what you see here. But people know that we don't like Meatloaf. So in the post, what did I get? I got this, Dead Ringer for Love, So thank you, Gaynor and David, for your kind gift. And I suppose I'm going to have to play it now, but anyway.
Tomorrow
night, yes, at 9 o'clock. Right, okay, on with the quiz, everyone. I think everyone who's joined has joined. So without any further ado, let's get busy with the fizzy. Right, there's me moved out the way. This is your pictures round, and I will reveal them one at a time. And then once I've done that, I will put them all on the screen in case you missed any. So don't worry if you join halfway through this round. I will reveal all these pictures again at the end. So this is your first one. Here we go. Who is that? So write it down on your sheet of paper. Answer to your picture round question number 1. While you're looking at that, I'll just cross over to Penny, who will tell me if we've got any new people or any...
well, we're up to 28 viewers at the moment.
Hello, yes. 28 viewers in Facebook.
I'm, a few seconds behind, aren't I? So
yes, you are. Yes. So
everyone's saying hello.
Hello, everyone. Yes. So yes, DJ Ozzy. While you're looking at picture number 1, is tonight's drink is this, closely followed by this stuff, which is Leffy, whatever you call it. I'll be having that in a minute. So, right, let's move swiftly on to question number 2 in your pictures round. Who is this? I mean, he is the epitome of a rock star. He is. So yes, who is that? Put your answer down on your sheet of paper, not in the comments. And who is that person? I will reveal them all again at the end. Don't you worry. So. Too hot to wear my hat tonight, by the way, folks. It must be about 30 degrees in this in this in this dining room. I'm not in a curry house. Not a curry house. Right, who is that? Now, you may be wondering what that is to the left of his face there. Now, that is a microphone. Not a microphone. It is a microphone, but in front of the microphone is a mouth organ brace, I think you call it. A mouth organ brace. He's famous for playing, amongst other instruments, the mouth organ.
May I interject at this moment,
yes,
DJ Ozzy, and say that one of our viewers, Paula, has
hello, Paula.
has said cheers in Klingon.
Cheers in Klingon. Whoa, God, you're getting into this, aren't you? Right, I better brush up on my Klingon quick. Where's Google gone, Pen? Or whatever that means. Right, okay, number 4. There we are. A very, very famous, excellent band. More popular in the 60s and 70s than of late, but some fantastic songs from this person. So not as good as me and my band, of course, but there we are. Kind of everything, can you? Right, on to a lady with a tambourine. Who is this? Write it down on your sheet. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. Please put in your comments so that Penny can see if I am. I'm trying to go at a reasonable pace, so that gives you time to write them down. So here we are. Right, that was your number 5. Number 6 in your first round, your pictures round. Sadly, very sadly actually, and I'm being serious for a moment here, this gentleman passed away in February, and a sad loss to the music industry and to the world in general. An excellent drummer with a really good rock band. So, and
my cousin knew his father.
Oh, okay, yes.
No, my cousin's husband knew his father.
Penny's cousin's husband, twice removed, knew his father. So there you go. I bet you're glad you know that now, aren't you? Right, now this one here, there's a bit of a clue on the strap on the guitar there as to who this is, if you don't know who he is. So that's a little bit of a clue there for that one. Number 7 in your first picture round. So yes, hope you've all got drinks, everybody, and I hope you've all been safe. I've seen on the news about pubs are opening in some sort of limited fashion on the 4th of July, so that's going to be interesting how that will work. So yes, maybe we're one step closer to us doing our live music again, which we're sadly missing. So that's number 7. Let's go on to number 8. Now then, good friend of mine, obviously, number 8. I don't know what he's looking at up there, but see, what's he looking at? No, all the way. What's he looking at there? What are you looking at? I nearly said his name then, Penny.
Careful,
what are you looking at, Fred?
Concentrate, DJ
Ozzy. Now then, this person looks nothing like he used to, in my opinion, but you can just about work out who he is, I suppose. I have to put in a few more difficult ones because people like Jane Howe and Glam Jam are killing my quiz and they're getting maximum scores every time. So I'm determined to try and catch them out. So here we are then. Jane, if you're on this week, there's one for you. Penny's busily typing something, and I like to finish with a nice easy one. So who is this person in a very natty jacket there? Local boy, and if you know where I'm from, then you'll know what I mean by that.
And if you can't guess, just hear the accent.
Yes, there we are. Right, okay. So I shall reveal the pictures in their entirety. So if you missed any of the earlier pictures, here they are now, and I will leave them on the screen for you for a little while you finalise your answers, and then we'll put the answers up on the screen, and we will go through. Penny will start shouting out the scores on the doors. So I shall reveal the answers to you very soon. Okay.
Can I tell you number 10?
Number 10.
Another connection. My dad's boss's wife's mother taught him piano.
Well, there you are, folks. You heard it here first. Penny's dad's boss's wife's mother's daughter's friend's neighbour taught him how to play the ukulele. So piano. Sorry, silly me, the piano. She's nuts, isn't she?
In what?
Yeah, Vu. So there's the answers. So your first one was Gene Simmons from the band Kiss, everybody. Answer number 2, that was Justin Hawkins. He was from The Darkness. And number 3, Neil Young. I don't know if he was in a band or just Neil Young, wasn't he? Was he?
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Of course he was. Yeah. Of course he was. Ray Davies of the Kinks. Brilliant. Waterloo Sunset and all that. Stevie Nicks of Fleetwood Mac with a tambourine and a natty little fingerless gloves there. Sadly passed away in February this year. Neil Peart from Rush is your answer to question number 6. Ronnie Wood of the lately of the Rolling Stones. My fellow bandmate and good friend Tony Iommi there from Black Sabbath, number 8. That there is Roy Wood, believe it or not. I think that was a difficult one, but when you say it's Roy Wood, you sort of, oh yeah, it is, yeah, of course it is. And then Noddy Holder from Slade of number 10. So there we are. So if you want to start marking your own, we trust you because we do, and mark your own and start writing your scores up in the comments field. And let's have a little look at the scores on the doors.
Right, Amanda's got 7.
Hello, Amanda. How are you, dear?
Vanessa's got 10.
Vanessa always does well, actually, to be fair. Vanessa's
Amy, 7. Angela, 6.
Is it Amy Jones? Amy Jones.
Yes.
Lorraine from Stafford, yes.
Lorraine, 10.
10, well.
Kay, 8.
So you didn't get fooled by Roy Wood then?
Angela, 6.
Hello Angela, how are you?
Oh, hang on, Jules tells us that she was an elf on Roy Wood's sleigh when he turned what? Lynette, 7.
He turned what? What's she talking about?
Jane, 10. Lucy, 5. Jules,
Jane?
5. Joe, 6.
Is that Joe the man that we established the other week?
No, this is a different Joe.
I
think this is a female Joe.
Is it a lady Joe, is it? Okay, well we managed to figure out that Joe was a man the other week, so we're on a different Joe. So yes, okay, well done.
So at the top we've got Vanessa and Lorraine at the moment.
We've got 2 on maximum scores, Vanessa and Lorraine. Well done, ladies. That is amazing. Even my Roy Wood there didn't fool you. So yes, very impressive. So.
Oh, and Jane. Jane Hall's 10.
Jane.
Well.
Yes, I'm not surprised about Jane because yes, she's very good. And in fact, Jane and Glam Jam, I've been stalking Glam Jam. Sorry, Glam Jam, for this, but I looked on Jane's Facebook because she friended me in the week, which was rather nice. And I see you're a drummer in a rock band, so I'm very interested to come and see one of your gigs when lockdown is over, my friend. So please keep us informed, and I will repost it on Vinyl Revival's page for you, so that all the other music lovers can see.
Right, Joe the man's got 9.
Oh, Joe the man's back. Hello, Joe the man. All right, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you've had a good week. Gavin's
got 5. Steve has got 4, but Steve and Lynn, they want to recount.
They want to recount. Steve, Robbers, my friend, you're not going to have a recount. Now, if you've got Lynn to ask, then maybe I might have softened and relented, but I'm afraid no chance. So we're going to move on to the second round, which is your rock general knowledge round. So I will ask you the questions, and then I will post them as a screenshot up here on the Facebook. So here we are. Question number 1. This is going to sort the men from the boys, Penny. Let's have a look. Who sang the lyric, "I want my MTV"? And also, that wasn't me, by the way. And also, co-wrote Dire Straits' "Money for Nothing." Who sang the lyric, "I want my MTV"? And also co-wrote Dire Straits' "Money for Nothing"? Okay, is your question number 1 in your rock general knowledge round. And anyways, don't look at the glasses to see what the answers are, because was that Lorraine or Lynette? One of the girls beginning with L, can't remember now. They were looking in the glasses, you see. You can't do that. Anyway, cheers everyone. There's no rush tonight.
Cheers, DJ Ozzy.
Cheers, DJ Lady P. Clink.
Clink.
There you go, there we are.
Hope you heard that with the new microphone.
Yes, how's the new microphone, everyone? You spilled some wine on the microphone. Bloody hell, Pen. I only just got that. Get off. Stop
it. It might have been your G&T.
No, it wasn't. It was you.
No, right. It's probably condensation from the glass.
Can you shut up a minute? I'm trying to do a quiz. Right. Which Elton... I'll tell you what. Sharon's not like this. She can come back. Which Elton John song... This is question 2, by the way. Sorry if you're in a rush. Which Elton John song contains the following line? "She's got electric boots and mohair suit. You know I read it in a magazine." Which Elton John song contains the following line? "She's got electric boots and mohair suit. You know I read it in a magazine." Oh, by the way, I got a new pendant. What am I doing here? I got a new bat pendant. There you are.
You're turning into Batman.
Yes. Haha, rock and roll. Question number 3. I will post these up on the screen if you miss them, so don't worry. What is the name of the drummer for Nirvana who went on to form the Foo Fighters? What is the name of the drummer from Nirvana who went on to form the Foo Fighters? Is question number 3 in your rock general knowledge round. Okay, have a think about that one. Question number 4. Back in Black by AC/DC was released as a tribute to who or whom? Back in Black, the album by AC/DC, released in 1981, was released as a tribute to whom? Question number 5. Lynyrd Skynyrd released a double A side with Sweet Home Alabama. What was on the other side? What was the other side of that double A side? Lynyrd Skynyrd released a double A side with Sweet Home Alabama. What was on the other side of that double A side? Hopefully you've got the answer to that. Let's move on. Number 6. Who recorded Tres Hombres? Who recorded the Tres Hombres album? It's obvious when you think about it. Now then, this is for Jane. Because Jane always gets a good score, I've decided to make it more difficult. What is Alice Cooper's real name? Nah, ha. See, Jane. Yes, you task me. I will not be beaten. What is Alice Cooper's real name is your question number 7. I bet Glamjam probably knows that. Now then, you might not know this though. Question number 8. Who baked the cake featured on the cover of the Rolling Stones album Let It Bleed? Penny's gone somewhere. I'm guessing, if I know her, and I do, she's gone to go and get that album cover to show you the cake.
Yes.
She hasn't baked it, by the way. She's just going to show you a picture of it.
Actually, I've got...
Lost it now. Who baked the cake on the cover of the Rolling Stones album Let It Bleed?
We have got it on vinyl, of course.
Of course.
But this is a CD.
Yes, here we are. Here is said cake and said album cover. Here you are. CD, look, old school album cover. Right, there we are, Pen. Thank you for that. Now, that was your question number 8. Who baked the cake featured on the album cover of Let It Bleed? Question number 9. Which future soul star sang backing vocals on David Bowie's 1975 album Young American? Which future soul star sang backing vocals on David Bowie's 1975 album Young Americans? Told you they're going to get harder. You do too well, you lot do. You know too much about rock music, so I'm having to... From in Google, he's getting absolutely hammered by me at the moment. Now, nice one. I always finish on a nice easy one, so I'm kind to you, aren't I? Which band were made up of Rick, Andy, John, Francis and Matt? Your last question in round 2. Which band were made up of Rick, Andy, John, Francis and Matt? And there they all are, the questions. If you missed any earlier on, you should be able to read them on the screen. And I'll give you a few seconds to finalise your answers, and then we shall just run through them and then see what the scores are. And when you do the scores for round 2, if you can put the score that you got for round 2 followed by the score that you've got so far. So if you got 8 in round 2 and 16 so far out of 20, just put 8 and 16. Okay? Yeah. And then Penny will keep me updated with the leaderboard. So, okay. You're going to get ready for the Klingon bit now, which is coming up in the anagram round. So that will be the next thing. So hopefully you finalised your answers, and we can run through them, and then we can find out what the cumulative scores are for the quiz. Okay. So question number 1. Who sang the lyric "I Want My MTV" and also co-wrote Dire Straits' song "Money for Nothing"? That was Sting. Sting sang that lyric, "I want my MTV," and co-wrote the song "Money for Nothing." Which Elton John song contains the following line? She's got electric boots, a mohair suit, you know I read it in a magazine. Benny and the Jets. That song, number 2, is Benny and the Jets, is your answer. The name of the person who was in Nirvana and went on to form the Foo Fighters is Dave Grohl. Grohl. Dave Grohl. I think you say you pronounce it that right?
Dave Grohl. Grohl, yeah.
Yeah, Grohl. Dave Grohl. Is that answer to number 3? Back in Black, the AC/DC album released in 1981, was a tribute to Bon Scott, who was their lead singer, who had recently died, and then he was replaced by Brian Johnson, of course. So Back in Black, the album was released as a tribute to Bon Scott. The song that was on the other side of the double A side, Sweet Home Alabama, was Free Bird, a very long rock song with an amazing guitar solo about halfway through. I think it's about 6 minutes long or 7 minutes long or something, isn't it?
The whole song, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those long songs, you know, like...
we could play tomorrow.
Yes, I probably will play tomorrow. Stairway to Heaven, or, you know, Shine On You Crazy Diamond, that kind of thing. Right, So the other side of that was Freebird, his answer to question 5. Number 6, who recorded Tres Hombres? If you think about it, 3 of them, it's going to be ZZ Top.
Oh, it's not the police then?
No. No, that would be Tres Policeman. Tres Fuzz. No. Tres Hombres was recorded by ZZ Top. Now then, here we are, Jane. Let's see if you managed to get this one. You probably did. What is Alice Cooper's real name? Alice Cooper's real name is Vincent Furnier. Vincent Furnier is his real name. Is your answer to question number 7. The person who baked the cake on the cover of the Rolling Stones album Let It Bleed, that was Delia Smith in her younger days. Delia Smith baked the cake that featured on the front cover of Let It Bleed.
And what else was that we were looking up earlier?
Oh yes,
the various layers.
On the cover of that album, there's a bicycle tyre, and there's a pizza, a clock, and a film reel. Film reel, yes. All assorted junk, really. I think basically whatever was lying around at the time. Okay, so that's that. But the cake was baked by Delia, and they told her to bake the gaudiest cake she could think of. So that's what she came up with. Now then, that future soul star who sang backing vocals on David Bowie's 1975 album Young Americans, Luther Vandross. And I'm not a fan of Luther Vandross, and the second half of his name, Dross, is quite apt, really, in my opinion.
How cool.
No, well, he can't like everybody, can he?
But he did good backing vocals on Young Americans.
I couldn't tell you what he did. I'll play it later. I'll listen to it. Okay, the band that was featured the people Rick, Andy, John, Francis, and Matt, of course. Status Quo. So there's your answers to round number 2. So if you add up your scores, put them in the comments. Your scores for the round and your scores out of 20 so far. That would be marvellous. So if you want to get on with that now. And
have a little break. Do you need another drink, DJ Ozzy?
Yes, I think that would be in order, DJ Lady P.
They're right next to you. I'm going to refill my glass of wine.
She's are you? Oh, she's off.
It's alright, I've brought the bottle in.
So for those of you that just joined us, we've had delivered this week by Gaynor and Dave, and who we know quite well, who I know quite well anyway. Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf. Which I should like Bats, but I don't like that song. So, but they've ordered it from Amazon or from eBay or somewhere, and they've had it delivered to my house. So I've got to play it now. So let's have a look at the scores. How are we doing? Hang on. Has the leaderboard changed?
Right, so Jules got 7 this round and 12 altogether.
Harder, doesn't it? See,
6 and 12. Vanessa 8 and 18, that's good.
Okay, Vanessa's in pole position. Well done, Vanessa.
Make a note of that, 18. Joe without an E, female Joe.
Oh, Lady Joe, yes.
5 and 11 out of 20.
Yes.
Hard this week, she's saying.
Yes. Right. It's going to get harder. As the weeks go on, I run out of easy questions, you see. This is a problem.
Gavin's got 6 this round.
Gavin Jones, hello?
No. Coombs.
Gavin Coombs. Oh, there's a Gavin Jones and a Gavin Coombs. How about that?
Well.
I now know 2 Gavins. You're the 2 Gavins I know.
Very impressive. Kay has got 15 out of 20.
Okay.
Joe with an E has got 16 out of 10, 15 out of 20.
Joe the man.
Right, Lynette.
Lynette. Hello, Lynette.
Got 10, but Perry was helping, otherwise I'd have got 5. So Lynette and Perry together have got 10. Well done.
Well, that's fine. You know, you can. It's only a little bit of fun, this, so you can have help. That's not a problem as long as you don't use Google, because you know what? I mean, that's cheating, really, isn't it?
So, no funny.
But yes, I mean, if you've got other people in your family, that's absolutely fine. So well done, Lynette. What was her cumulative score?
I'm not sure. Let me just carry on down, so I don't want to lose.
It all scrolls off. You see, this is a penny.
So Amanda's got 5 out of 10, 12 altogether. Amy's got 4 out of 10. Oh, Amy! And 11 out of 20. Hang on. Lorraine has got 19 out of 20.
Lorraine, impressive.
Oh, they thought
Stafford massive.
They thought that Jerry Hall had baked the cake. Long.
Jerry Hall.
Jerry Hall.
I see where you're going with that one. Yes. Very good.
All right, Paul is saying, yeah, hope to hear it tomorrow. I'm guessing that's Bat Out of Hell.
Yes, I'll have to play it. But you know what? I've told Dave and Gaynor I'm going to play Country Roads as well. So as punishment, I'm playing Bat Out of Hell. I don't care if it's not complaints anyway. I'm going to play Bat Out of Hell, but straight after, to annoy them, I'm going to play Take Me Home Country Roads. So that's going on as well.
That's your plan, is it?
Yes.
Right. Lynette's got 17 out of 20. Jane, 8 out of 10, 18 out of 20.
Ooh, okay, yes.
Very good.
So who's got 19 then? Who was that?
That was Lorraine.
Lorraine up in Stafford.
We've got Lorraine. Lucy, 5 out of 10 on the picture, general knowledge.
Yeah.
4 out of 10, 9. It's a taking part. It's all fun.
It's all a bit of fun, Lucy.
Tony's joined.
We're all a big one happy family here, so welcome to the quiz. Hope you're enjoying it.
Tony's joined. You're a bit late again, Tony.
Tony, what is the matter with you? Why do you keep joining my quiz late? Supposed to be a friend of ours, friend of DJ Ozzy and Lady Pens. What's going on?
Jane says Glam said Fanny Craddock for the cake, obviously.
How old are you? Fanny Craddock.
I vaguely remember Fanny
That's
Craddock.
a blast from the past, that is, isn't it?
Sue Kong has got 14 and a half out of 20.
How'd you get half?
I'm not sure, but
hang on. Whoa, sweet child of mine. Just a second.
Half of a correct answer.
How can you have half? Tell me what you put down as half, Sue, and well, I will adjudicate this. The Prince of Darkness doesn't do halves. Anyway, I'll move. Well, no, Facebook. This is up to you now. Do I go for gin and tonic number 2, which is Tesco's gin and tonic? Marks and Spencer's. Penny's quite posh, so she's not happy about this, but it's made by the same people. She doesn't realise. It'd be daft, really. Or do I move swiftly onto Lef? Now then, what do you think? A blonde beer from Belgium? Yes.
Oh, we went to Belgium just before.
Yes, we went to Belgium. In fact, if you ever get a chance, go to Belgium and do a 2-centre. Go to Brussels and Bruges. This is what we did. We had a 5-day holiday and we had 2 days in one and 3 days in the other, didn't we?
Correct.
Absolutely brilliant with Jet2. It was dead cheap as well.
The hotels weren't.
The hotels weren't, and you booked them, but I booked the flight and it was £99 return, which was ridiculous, from Birmingham. Anyway, let's crack on with the quiz, Pen.
Right, people are saying, right, and now we've got the votes going on for the what?
Oh, the votes for the drinks.
So Jill says Jean, Amy says the
votes for the drinks down there.
Leffy.
Oh, Leffy, right, Leffy. Okay, I can do.
We also have checked out
how you pronounce it. To be honest with you, I'm having both, but don't tell Penny that, for God's sake.
Oh, it's neck and neck.
Molly's neck. Oh, the votes for the drinks.
The votes for the drinks at the moment.
Never mind the quiz. Let's have a vote for You're all mad, you lot are. Trying to get me drunk again. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, the gin's coming up top at the moment, so you have to go for the gin next and then have the beer.
I'll go for the gin afterwards. Okay. Yes. Right, shall we crack on? Everyone finished voting for drinks and stuff and doing all that kind of shenanigans. Let's get on with the Alpha Links. So what I'm going to have to do with the Alpha Links, because it's an anagram, a band name anagram, Alpha Links. So I will display it on the screen so that you can see, because you might not get the what am I trying to say?
I've no idea. Is it the gin?
Stuff. This is bloody hell. Anyway, I've lost my thread. No, you might not get all the characters if I say them. They might not come across right. So I'll display them on the screen. So let me do that now. One of them's in Klingon, which is hence the Klingon symbol on the on the screen over there. Right, Alpha Links. Here we go. So the way that Alpha Links works, these are the anagrams, and if that answer to question 1, pet rule, if you thought the answer began with the letter U for Uriah Heep, that's the only band I could think of then. Ultravox. No, Uriah Heep. U2. Well, it can't be U2, can it? It's petrol. Or it would be 2U. It would be the world's easiest anagram, that would, Pen. See what I have to put up with here, folks. It's just absolutely mad. Right, okay, let's go. Anyway, let me explain alpha links to you because I need to explain it. So, if the answer to question 1 begins with the letter B, right, the answer to question 2 will begin with the letter C, and the answer to question 3 will begin with the letter D, and so on and so on and so on. And then if you get to the end of the alphabet and that answer begins with the letter Z, then the next question will go all the way back to the beginning and begin with the letter A. So, if you have a look at the screen there, I'll read them out to you, but you're going to need to see what the clues are written down really to make this work. And the Klingon one is number 5, obviously, because I couldn't think of anything to make words out of that band's name, unfortunately. So number 1 now. Penny's holding her hands up. She also wants to go to the toilet. What do you want, my dear?
And in alpha links, if one of the answers starts with a Z.
I've said that.
Oh, did you?
Yes, and they know this. They're not stupid, you know.
Okay.
Right, I've said that. Hair in my face. Bloody wig.
It's not a wig, is it?
No.
I thought that was your natural
it's
hair.
my real hair, this. So, question number 1. PEPT rule. In your anagram alpha links round. PEPT rule. Question number 2. Seen Eve can. Seen Eve can. Question number 2. Question number 3. Forfeits hog. Forfeits hog. That could be Klingon. Forfeits hog. I suppose. Faded art glue is number 4. This is your Klingon. Da wink. Da wink. That's Klingon, folks. I'm reliably informed. Some of these bands, I have to tell you, I struggle with, and I did Google a few of them, and they are, I am assured, rock bands, bona fide rock bands that are relatively famous. Okay, yeah. So, number 6, Have Ion. Have Ion. Number 7, Jello Truth. Jello Truth. Jello is American for jelly, isn't it? Or jam.
Or jam.
Jam. Jello Truth.
Jam.
I believe it's jam.
I can't remember.
That's not part of the quiz, by the way, everyone. That's just me asking a question of Penny.
I'm going to have to check now.
Google it, Penny. Ask Ice Fisher is number 8. Zipped Ellen. Zipped Ellen, number 9. And Madhuta. Madhuta is number 10. So, have a think about those. Remember, it's alpha links, so if you get one, you can always write the alphabet and go backwards, and it will help you get the first letter of the earlier ones. So just think about that. That's a little top tip. Top tip.
Right. Jello is jelly.
Jelly is jello in American. There you are. So hopefully people are finalising their answers, because I'm going to reveal them soon. So let me just sort this out.
No great hurry. Because it's quite difficult with anagrams, isn't it? So I think people might need a little more time.
Yes.
So no hurry. We're okay for time.
Right. Yes, we're okay for time. I'm told by my faithful assistant and quality control manager, self-appointed. So there we are. So there's the. There's those. Let me just cut back. I'm still not in a curry house. I'm in my dining room.
So you could tell
I could do
tell people about what's coming up.
Good thinking, Pen. Do you know what? You're very clever, you are, aren't you? Right, there's that. Have another little look at that while I get this on the go, because where is my forthcoming events thing? Ah, right. Okay, here it is. Right, here we are. Right, let me. So. A little advert break now, folks, courtesy of Vinyl Revival, the retro DJ. So
we should have a little tune, shouldn't we? Some sort of bland sort of background
lift music.
Yeah, music.
Yes. Okay.
Except we don't do music; we only do good music, don't we?
Until
on vinyl.
Until Thursday, we didn't do Bat Out of Hell, but we are now. So there we are. Right. Okay. This is our upcoming event. So tomorrow night is our. I made this up myself, by the way. I'm quite proud of this. Rockdown party. How about that? Because we're in lockdown. So this is our live stream thing where we play all rock music, and it's classic rock, glam rock, which Penny plays, and then I do a bit of prog rock, and then we both sort of have a go, and it's anything goes, and it's we go by your requests. We never ever run out of requests, I have to say. And all the people who come on it are usually very, very enthusiastic, and we get some good requests. Towards the end of the night, as you can tell, people are getting a bit more drunk. The requests get a bit ridiculous, but even so, we have we do have a good amount of requests, and we love it, and you'll love it as well. If you're on this rock quiz, you obviously like rock music, so come on Facebook tomorrow on this same Facebook page, and you will see the Lockdown Party.
From 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, yes, it is.
But Facebook kicks us off every half an hour or so, live streaming on our music.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Boo to Mark Zuckerberg. Boo to him.
But we always resume, don't we? We start a new
we don't take any notice.
New live stream.
We just reboot it on the phone and come straight back. So what you got to do is refresh your tablet or your phone or your laptop, and we're there. So
we'll be back on.
Happy days.
Yes.
Now,
we tend to go on till 12 o'clock, don't we? 9 till 12.
12-ish, yeah. I mean, it's a bit flexible, really. Depends on how we're doing and whether we've got loads of requests and whatever. So.
Well, we always go on to 12, don't we? But we sometimes go later.
Sometimes it's 12:15, 12:30, so about 12. Right, now on the right hand side there, you've got my very able assistant, DJ Lady P. She's doing her 60s, 70s, 80s pop quiz, but she does tend to throw in some questions from either side of those decades, in my experience.
And I have rock as well. It's all pop
rock. Okay, pop and rock. Okay, so it's but it can be anything. It can be pop or rock. But it's her quiz. Same thing as tonight, but it's a week today, next Friday, the 3rd of July.
It's very retro, isn't it? I don't have these fancy graphics. I have a piece of paper and a pen.
Yes, Penny looks like a newsreader in hers. So, right, on the bottom of the screen there, you see the thing that says like our Facebook page. So obviously we would love you to do that. Now you've got our two places where we do, the one place where we do our rock music, and the place that we are hoping to do rock music when the lockdown's lifted. So the Grey Lantern in Birmingham City Centre is a new rock bar. And unfortunately for this couple, they bought this rock bar in January or February, and they refurbished it, and they were hoping for a grand opening mid-March. And I mean, you know what happened in March. I mean, we had the lockdown on the 20th of March, and very sadly for them, just as they'd finished the refurb, Boris Johnson announced that all places had to shut, and that was it. So I really hope they survive this, and we will be working with them to try and help them put on a really good night of rock music when the lockdown is lifted. But we're very much regulars at Fletcher's.
Yay!
We love Fletcher's in King's Heath in Birmingham, so if ever you're about, look on our page and you'll see all these events that we have at these venues. So yeah,
we play loads of music at Fletcher's, don't we?
We do, yeah.
We don't want to leave. We're having so much fun.
We do normally go on way past the time, really, in lectures normally. When he comes up and he's like telling us to get off.
Great venue.
Brilliant. Right, here are your lockdown. Not lockdown. Here are your alphas.
Oh, hang on a moment. Someone's asked if they can see the letters again, please.
Yes, I've posted them up. Obviously, I'm a little bit on. The way this works is, folks, is that my live stream feed, I'm about 45 seconds ahead of when you see it on Facebook. So I've posted the questions up again, and obviously they're about 45 seconds ahead. So you've had enough time to do those now. Hopefully you're ready for the answers, and here they are. So question number 1. Pept rule is Deep Purple. Pept rule, if you think about it, Deep Purple. So your first answer begins with the letter D. Your second answer obviously will begin with the letter E. Seen Eve Can. Now, I've never seen this band, but I do know people who've seen them, and they say they're good. Evanescence. Evanescence is your answer to question number 2. Forfeits Hog is question 3. That's going to begin with the letter F, because Evanescence was the one from before. Forfeits Hog begins with the letter F, and it's Foo Fighters. Came up earlier on with Dave Grohl. This was a tough one, I thought, actually. Number 4, Faded Art Glue. Grateful Dead. Grateful Dead is your answer to question number 4. The one in Klingon, Da Wink, is Hawkwind. And I defy anybody else to make any sort of a clue out of Hawkwind. Or find a band beginning with H that is a famous rock band.
Heart.
Yeah, but you can't really make a... well, okay, let me rephrase that. For the benefit of Penny, find a clue in an anagram round for Alpha Links beginning with the letter H that you can make a decent anagram out of. There you go. That's fooled you. That shut her up, that has. It's a first.
I'll have a sip of my wine.
Yeah, you keep drinking that wine. Right, Have Ion is Ivanhoe. Not a band
heard of them.
Not a band I'm familiar with. A German band, I understand, but I googled them and they are popular and sold a lot of records. So people on here who might be into that kind of genre of rock music might well know that. Ivanhoe, or you might have just guessed it. There aren't many things you can make with Have Ion. Jello Truth, Jethro Tull. Jello Tooth was Jethro Tull. This one was a tough one as well, actually. Question 8. Begins with the letter K, because we're in Alpha Links. Ask Ice Fisher, Kaiser Chiefs. Ask Ice Fisher was Kaiser Chiefs. Now then, number 9, Zipped Ellen, Led Zeppelin. Had to be, didn't it? Zipped Ellen, Led Zeppelin. And a good friend of Ozzy and Black Sabbath, Lemmy was, before he sadly died. Motorhead was the band. Mad Hooter, Motorhead was the band from that anagram. So I will display them on the screen. As usual, you're marking your own. We trust you. Put your scores on the doors. So it's out of 30 so far. And we need the score for that round and the score out of 30 so far. Penny's doing her aerobics over there. What are you doing?
It's a stretching.
Trying to run a quiz here. So there's your answers. Finalise your scores. Stick them up in the comments. And we will see if the leaderboard has changed, because I think we had Lorraine
at the top and Vanessa and Jane on at 18.
Lorraine from Stafford was in pole position and then closely followed by Vanessa and Jane and Glam Jam. Young Amy was there as well. I heard her name mentioned, and Lucy unfortunately didn't score too highly, but she's having a great time anyway.
It's all a bit of fun, isn't it?
Is.
That's what
I'm still drinking the Leffy, by the way. While I've been off camera, I have been slurping away, so you'll be glad to know.
Righty ho then, the scores on the doors. Joe with an E has got 8 out of 10, 23 out of 30.
Joe the man, well done.
Jules, 8 out of 10, 20 out of 30. Joe without an E,
Lady Joe as we call her,
got 9 out of 10.
9 on the anagrams, well done.
20 out of 30 overall.
Oh, they were tough though. Which one didn't you get, by the way, Joe, without an E? Just tell us.
Angela, 7 out of 10, 19 out of 30. Kay has got 9 out of 10, 24 out of 30. Vanessa,
come on, Vanessa.
9 out of 10, 27 out of 30.
She's still doing it. She's getting 9 every round, isn't she?
Oh right,
9 every round. Well done, Vanessa.
Hang on.
Finished with my woman, 'cause she couldn't help me with my 9.
Who could? Amy, 6 and 17 out of 30. Sue has got 8 out of 10, 23 out of 30. Amanda, 7 out of 10, 19 out of 30. Heidi, 10 out of 10.
Heidi, hello Heidi. Didn't know you were on tonight. How are you?
And that's 21 out of 30 overall. Lucy, 6 out of 10, 15 out of 30. Lorraine, 6 out of 10, 25 out of 30 overall. That's
Lucy,
good.
it's a taking part,
That's good.
Taking part.
Yeah, but that's a good score overall.
Yes, you do.
Sorry, Lucy, yes, 15. Yeah, sorry, Lorraine, 25 out of 30.
Lorraine, we've had a change in the leaderboard then.
No.
We have?
Oh, yes, sorry.
We have?
Vanessa's ahead. Yes.
In the shock news tonight, folks, we've had a change at the leaderboard.
Hang on, let me carry on.
Has Jane come up with her score yet?
So Jane's got 25 out of 30.
Jane and Graham Jane.
Lynette?
Yes.
5 out of 10, 22 total. I'm sacking Perry. He's no help at all.
I know this. Only 10 minutes ago, Perry was the hero of the hour.
And Perry replies, "Ooh, you beast."
I think we should have a campaign to save Perry. Poor old Perry. Lynette is billing him off.
Kay says, "Ivanhoe, never heard of them." Kay, neither have I. Are they a fairly modern band?
Well, do you know what? I wrote this and I put Ivanhoe in, and Penny said you should have had Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
And probably I should have had Iron Maiden, but it can't all be easy, folks. You know, the Prince of Darkness has to throw in a few curveballs. Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
it's all gone quiet.
Okay, so Joe without an E. Lady Joe didn't get Kaiser Chiefs.
Ah, right.
But she said Tim, who's Tim? Tim. It must be Joe and Tim.
Oh, I see. He's entered the team.
Tim here with me got 10.
Tim the burglar
wouldn't let me enter his rubbish scores for 1 and 2, rounds 1 and 2.
Oh, I see.
Lorraine asks, "Is the gin kicking in?" Have you finished the gin now?
No, I've still got the gin. Look.
So you're mixing.
No.
You're mixing the grape and the
No, I'm not.
Grain here.
It's still.
Berry, isn't it? The berry and the grain.
I'm trying to quiz here, you know. I take this seriously. Do you know how much I practice this? And you wouldn't believe. And then when I come to do it, the difference is Penny helps me. When I'm practicing it on my own and I'm running through it, it all goes very smoothly. And then she comes along and it all goes, well, I was going to say tits up, but belly up. Are we still before the watershed? Yeah, it's 10 to. Right, okay. So, anyway.
We could be talking about birds. Blue tits, great tits.
We could be, yes. I've already. See, I'm losing the plot here. I've already put that up. Okay, let's go for your connections round, everybody. So here we are. Connections. This is your last round properly, and looking at the scores, it's very, very close at the top. So
would you like me to say the?
Yes, the leaderboard. Over to Penny over here.
So joint second, we have Lorraine and Jane on 25 out of 30, brilliant scores.
Well done, ladies.
In the leads we have Vanessa with 27.
So in a shock change at the top, we've got Vanessa, who has taken over Lorraine from Stafford and is now on 27. Only dropped 1 point per round. Interesting. Right. It's all still to play for. So this is your connections round. Last round in the quiz properly. Right. This is, I ask you 5 questions and you give me 5 answers, and that there is a connection between the answers. So if you think about that, it will help you with the answers to the 5 questions. So you write the answers to the 5 questions and then you write the connection as your 6th answer, and it's out of 6. Okay, got it? Yeah, good. Right. Question number 1. What Wings song featured in the 1984 film Give My Regards to Broad Street? What Wings song featured in the 1984 film Give My Regards to Broad Street? There was a nightclub in Birmingham called Regards to Broad Street, because there is a road in central Birmingham called Broad Street. So yes, in the 80s, and obviously they got that off the film or whatever. So a bit of trivia for you there. So yes, we're still not in the curry house, by the way. So yes, this wallpaper there is, I put that up, and it's not curry house wallpaper. It wasn't cheap either, from Homebase. What? I talk a load of crap, me. What Wings song featured in the 1984 film Don't put thumbs up to that. Don't agree with that, you lot. What Wings song featured in the 1984 film Give My Regards to Broad Street?
You might have to get the other answers before you know which of them, because there's more than one in the film.
So think of
you're looking for connection.
Think of which songs it could be, and then when you get the connection, it will become obvious. Okay, this is an easy one. What is the title of Ian Dury's optimistic single that reached number 3 in 1979? What is the title of Ian Dury's optimistic single that reached number 3 in 1979? And I want the full title. I will give you the point anyway if you only give me half the title, but give me the full title if you know it, just to show how clever you are. I'm looking at Ben, she's slurping away. Unbelievable. Can't get the staff. Right, okay, here we go. Number 3. This is a lyric question. Cheer up, Sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean? Cheer up, Sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean? Is the first line to which 1968 Monkees' number 1 hit. Question number 3, once more. Cheer up, Sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean? Is the first line to which 1968 Monkees' hit. I'll do an Ozzy pose now. I practice these, by the way, in front of the mirror. Ridiculous, isn't it? I'm a grown man as well. I like wearing black wigs, what can I say? Okay, number 4. Penny despairs. Number 4. Which REM song from the Out of Time album features guest vocals from Kate Pearson from the B-52s? Which REM song from the Out of Time album features guest vocals from Kate Pearson of the B-52s? Is question number 4 in your connections round. She's singing the song, well hopefully, well she's singing the song silently, mouthing the song rather. I have to put up with this all the time. Comedian Vic Reeves, this is the last question in the quiz properly. Comedian Vic Reeves teamed up with the Wonder Stuff to give us this 1991 feel-good single. Comedian Vic Reeves teamed up with the Wonder Stuff to give us this 1991 feel-good single. There they all are. There's your questions. Remember, there's a connection which will help you to get the, once you've got the connection of course, which will help you to get the answers to some of the earlier questions. So I want the answers to the 5 questions there and the connection. I'll reveal them in a few minutes once I've had another slurp of my Leffy. Leffy, is that how it is? Leffy?
I don't know how it's pronounced. I've no idea. Well, I suppose
there's no accent on the end, so maybe it's just Leff.
Leff, yeah.
Leff, I don't know. Because Belgium, French language.
Oh, no, half of it's French, half of it's more Dutch, isn't it?
Is it?
It's split.
Okay. Oh, right.
Walloon and Flemish. I did.
I'll tell you what, folks, every day's a school day, you learn stuff here.
I did Belgium and the Benelux countries for my geography O-level.
I bet you're glad you know that. Penny did Belgium and the Benelux countries for a geography O-level. This is still not a curry house, so that there and that there is home-based wallpaper, not curry house wallpaper.
Lovely chrysanthemums.
So there you are. I will reveal the answers in a few seconds. Just let me get the software sorted. Oh, very complicated this is. So here we go. Answer to question number 1. The Wings song that featured in that film, regards to Broad Street, Silly Love Songs. Silly Love Songs was the Wings song in the film Give My Regards to Broad Street. Question number 2. I'll give you it if you only get half of it, but kudos to you if you get the whole title of the song. The name of Ian Dury's optimistic single that reached number 3 in 79, Reasons to be Cheerful, Part 3. Reasons to be Cheerful, Part 3. Great song actually, quite interesting song.
I don't think we've got it on there.
We have?
We've got it on vinyl.
Oh yes. No self-respecting vinyl DJ would not have that, I'll tell you, Benny. Now then, cheer up, Sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean? Is the first line to which 1968 Monkees' number 1 Daydream Believer? Cheer up, Sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer
and a homecoming queen?
There you are. It's like the monkeys are in the room. Daydream Believer is your answer to question number 3. Number 4. That REM song, on the Out of Time album with the guest vocals by Kate Pearson of the B-52s, Shiny Happy People. Shiny Happy People is your answer to question number 4. And a nice easy one. I always finish on easy ones. I'm kind to you.
So generous.
I am generous to a fault. It's one of my faults. Comedian Vic Reeves teamed up with the Wonder Stuff to give us his 1991 feel-good single. I don't know whether you classify it as rock, but it's not. It's more rocky than pop, I would say. If you listen to the guitars, I think it is. It is. It is. It's not like a bubblegum pop song. Dizzy was that one. Vic Reeves and the Wonder Stuff. 1991, that single was called Dizzy. Down. And your connection, you've got silly, cheerful, daydream, happy, dizzy. Your connection there is they are all Mr. Men. Mr. Silly, Mr. Cheerful, Mr. Daydream, Mr. Happy, Mr. Dizzy. There we are.
And if you go to the field house, you were probably expecting it to be the Mr. Men.
Yeah, those of you local people from the Solihull area who have joined us tonight, we go to the field house where John, the landlord, he has us in there usually once a month. It has been a bit sporadic, obviously
not lately.
It's been a bit sporadic, but it's been once a month, apart from when the football's on or something else is happening. And he's a great supporter of Vinyl Revival and live music. And he runs a fantastic quiz on a Tuesday night, actually. And quite often he has a Mr. Men round.
He has connections round. He always has a connections round. And it is
very good.
Quite often.
So there's your answers. So come on, let's have the. Let's get my scores on the doors tonight.
On the doors.
What's your scores on the doors?
Lady Joe on 5 out of 6 for that.
Lady
25 out of 36.
What did she get? 25?
Add all together.
Total score.
Amanda 2 out of 6. Oh, Amanda, you should know that.
Amanda, I'm surprised.
Regular.
Amanda, you normally do so well with the B team at the field house on this quiz. I mean, come on. I am amazed. Amanda
2 out of 6, 21 out of 36. Vanessa has got 5 out of 6, 32 out of 36.
Did you not get the connection then, Vanessa? Tell us in the comments what happened in that round.
Right, let me carry on.
What about Lorraine?
Let me go through in order.
Right.
That was hard. Jules, that was hard. Didn't get the connection. Kate, sunk at the end, 2 out of 6, said 26 overall.
Oh.
Joe, with an E.
Joe the man, come on, Joe man, do it for the boys.
5 out of 6, good round, 28 overall.
Really well done, Joe.
Sue has got
Respectable.
2, Angela 4, 23 out of 36. Amy, 3 out of 6, 20 out of 36.
Amy, you're only young. I'm surprised you didn't get the Mr. Men. You're probably still reading them.
Well, you are cheeky. Take the notice.
Sorry, Amy, I didn't mean
that. Take the notice.
You're a grown woman, I know you are. It's all right.
Lynette thought the connection was feelings.
Feeling?
Yeah,
oh, yes.
Cheerful, silly,
dizzy,
happy,
Dizzy's on a feeling, and Daydream's on a feeling.
Yeah, but that's a good guess.
I see why you say that. Yes, that's not bad. Yeah, no.
Right,
wrong, but not bad.
Jules got 3 out of 10, 23 at Walk of Shame. No, Jules, that's very respectable.
There's no shame tonight, Jules. We're all friends on here. So, yes, you've done that. And to celebrate, look what I'm doing, folks. I'm opening, hang on, where are we? I'm opening, the Tesco's gin.
Ah, right. Lorraine said, told you the gin was kicking in, so I think she's talking about herself rather than you, DJ Ozzy.
Oh, she's on the gin as well, is she?
Only got 3 out of 6 this round, so 28. 28 in total.
Oh, Lorraine,
so she's behind.
She's fallen at the final hurdle. I had my money on Lorraine as well.
Lucy 4 in this round, 19.
Hey, Lucy, that was a good score in the final round. Well done.
Yeah, very
well
respectable. Kate, thanks for the quiz. See you next time. Yeah.
Oh, no, don't go, Kate. Kate, stay right
going to be the.
We're going to do. Even though we haven't got a tiebreak, I'm going to do the tiebreak round anyway, just for a bit of fun. If you want to stick around. So
Lynette's got 4 out of 6, 26 in total. Jane has.
hang on.
Oh, I think second place. Jane Hall's 5 out of 6, very good.
Hey,
38
connections round as
30 out of 36, Jane.
Who's the leader, Pen?
So, Vanessa.
Right, okay, here we go.
Lucy's saying, loads of fun, thank you, Lucy.
No, everybody stay where you are, don't go anywhere yet. Hang on, I've got something for
4 out of 6.
I've got something for Vanessa. Hold on, wait a minute.
Out of 36.
Just a second, Vanessa, right there. You've won, and there's a prize.
Oh!
Yes, that's what I was going to say. There's a prize, right? There's a prize tonight. The prize is a tenner, right, for the winner. So you've got a tenner coming your way tonight, right? I'll show you how this works in a minute. I'll show you how we get this to you. So, first of all, here we are. Vanessa, let's have a round of applause for everybody at home.
Well done, everybody!
The Prince of Darkness thinks you're fantastic, Vanessa. Well done. And Vanessa, you've got a tenner. So, do you want me to get the tenner across to you now? If you let me know in the comments that you want me to do that, I will show you how that will happen. I'll make that happen for you. So, just put in the comments, Vanessa. Would you like the tenner now? And while we're all here, and we can all share in your success. So please post in the comments, and Penny will read that out to me, and I will show you how that will work. So
obviously, I'm a few seconds behind.
Yes, not to worry. Everybody else, let's raise a glass to the very clever and fantastically rock-minded Vanessa. Hopefully, you're going to be on tomorrow night. By the way, Penny does exist. Here she is. Look, there she is.
I'm going to get the good side.
This is my. Oh, she's going over there.
Good side this time.
This is my wonderful wife, Penny. Hello, my dear. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that.
Anyone thought you were married to...
No, that's just a sham marriage, that is.
Sharon.
Yeah, Sharon's... Well, she's off with Simon Cowell anyway, so I don't worry about her. So, yes, here she is, my good lady wife.
Yes.
There she is. Everyone. Oh, hold on.
Careful. You're right there.
Trouble is with long hair, it gets in the way, doesn't it?
Yeah,
right.
I know.
Go back over there, Pen, and see what Vanessa says, because I want to... Before we go into the fun part of the quiz, which is the tiebreaker question, we just want to sort out Vanessa's prize. So, Vanessa, do you want your prize? Let's
share the tenner.
Okay, let's share the tenner, everyone.
Vanessa.
Well, okay, Vanessa, you're very kind. So, everybody, you can have the tenner. So, here he is. There's the tenner. It's Pavarotti. I'll let that sink in. Wasn't that cruel of me? Wasn't that cruel? Sorry, folks. Yes, I know I'm mean and horrible, but there we are. That's what happens with the Prince of Darkness. Anyway, I'm going to go on the tiebreaker round now. So obviously we've got a winner in the guise of Vanessa. So well done, Vanessa. Vanessa is this week's rock music winner. We'll go for the tiebreaker, which is just a bit of fun. So the tiebreaker, I will ask you a question, and then I will ask you to all post the answers at the same time so that you can't see what other people's answers are, which might influence your answer. So this is how the tiebreaker works. So here we go. Let's have a look at the tiebreaker. You have the question earlier on, which was the... by the way, DJ Ozzy is not one of the Mr. Men. The question earlier on in the connections round was related to the Mr. Men. So carrying on that theme, we've got a question: how many books in the Mr. Men series? I'm not talking about the Little Miss, not Little Miss Naughty and all them, just the Mr. Men. How many books are there in the Mr. Men series? And I'll give you a bit of a clue. Roger Hargreaves, who wrote the Mr. Men books, he sadly passed away now, and his son Adam Hargreaves has carried on the writing of these books. But he started writing them in 1971. I mean, they're fantastic books. If any of you have got kids out there, our kids, we had Mr. Men books, didn't we, for our kids?
Yes, we did.
And they loved them.
And Little Miss ones, but that's not part of the...
No, don't get confused. Penny, stop confusing the customers. Little Miss is not part of this. It's only the Mr. Men books. So, have a think about that, and I will ask you for the answers in
They're already coming up.
5. Don't put them in yet. I'm not ready yet. Bloody hell. Right. Type your answers in now. Answers now in the comments. Come on. Answers in. Fire them in. Fire them in. Fire them in. And then I will reveal the answer to the tiebreaker. This is just for fun. Obviously, Jane has won, and she has decided to share the tenner.
No, Vanessa won.
Oh, sorry. Jane always wins. Jane hasn't won. Vanessa, bloody hell, this Jean. What's going on? Vanessa, well done, Vanessa. I'm sorry to take that away from you so soon, but there we are. That's how life works. So hopefully the answers are firing in to this question here. How many books in the Miss Materials are firing your answers in the comments? Let's see. Penny, start reading out some of the answers, will you, please?
Right, okie dokie. So we have got, let's 36, 28, 32, 29, 30, yes. 52, 25, 48, 17, 30, 51, 30.
Okay, so we got anything,
42.
Anything between the sort of 20s to 50, 52 is the highest one, I think I heard there.
Was it?
Has everybody put their answer in? Because I'm going to reveal the answer now in a few seconds, so...
17 to 51 is...
17 to 51.
Hang on, Penny says 144.
Perry, my friend. Cheers to you. I love you, Perry. You're a fantastic person. You're massively out there, I'm afraid, but but well done and good luck to you, sir.
I don't remember Mr. Ozzy. Oh, let's see, it says DJ Ozzy.
DJ Ozzy, I don't say Mr. Ozzy.
I know, but you know, there ought to be a Mr. Ozzy.
Another little bit of truth for you. While I was researching this quiz, the latest one in the Mr. Men series was Mr. Mo, as in Mr. Movember. You know when blokes grow moustaches for Movember. What is it for, Penny? Is it testicular cancer or something?
I think so, yes.
Something like that. Anyway, whatever they do it for. Mr. Mo is the latest one. Yeah, how about that? Isn't that cool? I love that. Right, the answer is, and somebody, I heard Penny read out those answers, apart from Perry, who was way out. Wildly out, Perry, wildly out, my friend. Was 53. Somebody said 52. Who was that, Penny?
51, Jane.
No, somebody said, you said 52. Somebody said 52.
Hang on. Oh, 52, yes, sorry. Yes, Vanessa.
Oh, Vanessa, bloody hell, Vanessa.
So she's double winner.
You're double winner. You would have won the tiebreak, and you won the quiz, and you've had the tenner. Amazing.
Oh, wow.
Vanessa, you are definitely tonight's champion, so we'll have another round of applause for the brilliant Vanessa. Well done, Vanessa. Well done, Vanessa. So I'm going to just play a little bit of an advert now. So, and I will thank you all for coming to our little night here, our little quiz night, and Penny's going to come round as well.
I'm here.
Here's you. So these are. So thank you very much for coming to my little quiz tonight. I've slightly gone over here, but we've had a bit of a laugh, haven't we? Enjoy the rest of your Friday night, everybody. I'll be back in a fortnight's time. Penny will be back in a week's time with her retro music quiz. It's not only pop, it's rock as well. So we're Vinyl Revival. Let me just go back to Penny, who's still not in the curry house. Here she is, the lovely Penny. A bit of glam here.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thank you for coming.
And we're doing our lockdown, whatever it's called, tomorrow.
We are.
From 9 o'clock till 12ish. So we hope if you like your rock music, you can join us then, and we take requests. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.
Cheers from DJ Ozzy and Lady Pen. And we'll see you tomorrow night if you want to join us for the Rock Down Lockdown. Okay, all the best to you. Bye for now.